What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Foxy. Welcome back to the Fox's Den. Getting into another reaction. New episode of Hell's Paradise. Oh my god. First episode was an amazing introduction. We got to see our main character, Gabimaru the Hollow, kind of get introduced to him. This lady kind of interviewing him and asking him about his life and how he got to this situation. Where basically chieftain of his village, he's from a shinobi village. He's very capable and strong and a really good shinobi, and he's only known really killing people and being told what to do, given orders by the chief, and just like living his life as a shinobi. But he actually was really infatuated with his wife, which is the chieftain's daughter, and she kind of showed him a new light to life of like this like kindness and you know, one could see it as like how he was first describing it as kind of naive, and it seemed like he didn't really fuck with his wife, but he actually really enjoyed being exposed to those new things that he never really knew about of life, just love and affection and kindness. And you know, she actually brought it out of him where he can be like that too. So he wanted to live a peaceful life with her, and just be able to live with her and love her and just live a normal life, where he thought he could do that. But the chieftain didn't want that, and that's why he was set up by the rest of his shinobi and the chieftain, I guess to be killed or to be arrested, whatever. And that's how he got in this predicament. And then that's why he was forced to think like, that's impossible, I can't live a life like that. And that's where the lady that came to interview him, and eventually we learned that she's an executioner. She's really trained well with a sword, and that's like the first time that we saw him towards the end of the episode actually get kind of serious, like, yo, this girl's the real deal. Like, I'm actually afraid for my life. Like, what's going on? I thought I wanted to die. And so he's like, it's kind of annoying him that she's reading him so well, and she was saying all these things like, you do have an attachment to life, but he was trying to convince himself that he didn't, because he's trying to give up on the fact that it's impossible to live the life that he wants to live with his wife. Like, it's impossible according to the chieftain and the way he's lived his life beforehand. Even in seeing the respects to his wife, where she has a scar from her father on her face because she that was like a punishment for her, to remind her like, you're not going to live a normal life. You're here to make babies with someone in the village, and that's pretty much all you do. Take care of us, make babies, breed, blah blah blah, whatever. So he kind of gave up on the fact and thought it was impossible to gain a life like that. And then that's where she's like, no, it is possible, and shows him this piece of paper where it's an official pardon from the shogun, where it will protect you from the chieftain of your village, any of the shinobi from your village, and you'll be able to live a life with your wife again, your beloved wife. And gives them hope, but the catch is that you have to go to this underworld, or it's called heaven or hell. It's like this beautiful place where you hear beautiful voices singing, and there's beautiful flowers, but nobody's made it back from all the ventures of like the 5 expeditions that they've already sent to this place already. And so they're very curious of what's over there, and also they think that there is a immortality like elixir over there. They call it the elixir of life, and that's like the main focus, or like the main goal that they're trying to do, is they're trying to round up these criminals that are on like death row or set to be executed, that are capable and strong, like Gabimaru himself. Find people like that, send them all to this island, and whoever gets it first gets the pardon, basically. So it's kind of like a competition for death row convicts or criminals that have no other hope besides this. And this actually does give Gabimaru hope, because he's like, all right, I'll do this. I'm motivated to do this because I want to get back to my wife, and that's like his whole goal for this, and how he starts his journey. So the first episode was amazing, seeing what he was capable of too, getting a little taste of that, seeing all the executions that they were trying on him, and none of them worked, and that just shows how strong he is and how capable his ninjutsu is, I guess, even though it didn't really flashily show that too much within the executions. But I'm assuming that has to do with something in those, because I mean, how are you surviving being burned alive and like boiling water and whatnot, or whatever, or boiling oil? Like, how is that even possible? It has to have something to do with ninjutsu, if I had to guess. But we did see a little bit of an actual example of him using it towards the end of the episode, where I think he said a blaze something. Anyways, he like wrapped himself in fire or something, and he smoked everybody in that room like it was nothing. I mean, he's cold as fuck. I fuck with his character design. I like his character. I like the concept already. So I'm excited to get into this and see if we actually maybe make some progress and get to this island, or they said they were going to some other place before they do that. So maybe we actually get that now in this episode and then get to the island, or maybe we just skip that and get to the meat and the potatoes of this thing. So I'm very excited to get into this. I hope you all are too. If you guys enjoy it, please leave a like down below, comment, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell so you know when the next one's dropping. Let's get into it. Screening and choosing episode 2 of Hell's Paradise. Let's go. Oh, so this was the girl that was sent to execute Gabimaro. This is her father. This is the story about her father executing some man. Storyteller. Did it swiftly. Wow. Oh my god, the neck pulsing? Oh. So that's how she started her journey to become an executioner herself. Pretty swift. Always gotta add that last part, huh? For a woman. The fuck? So she's actually kind of afraid of this line of work that she's in? Or maybe, I guess she's afraid of her own skill of like not being able to reproduce a perfect blow. Wow. Bro, this looks amazing. Another fire opening. This opening and Mashal's opening. Top fucking tier. I love that shit. Alrighty, let's get into it. Screening and choosing. Oh, so these are all the condemned criminals that they've chosen. Talking shit. Bro, that motherfucker in the back is gigantic, bro. What the fuck? Sick fuck. So her own journey and her goal is her trying to overcome her fear and reproduce that perfect blow like her father can. The hell are they showing them? Thought they weren't allowed to see the shogunate. Oh wow. They're showing him one of the dead bodies that came back. Wait, he's alive? Bro, that is so creepy. Nah, bro. Why is he like? Is he like hysterically crying? He's about to die right here. Yep. Boom. Beheaded. That was so fucking swift. Holy shit. Didn't even let the guy finish his sentence, bro. Holy fuck. Oh, so all the every criminal has their personal executioner ready to fucking chop their head off if they do anything that doesn't apply to the terms of looking for the elixir. So you also have to protect them if they're not capable of protecting themselves, like not strong enough. So they're already about to have like a little competition to see who's more worthy to go. Oh my god! This dude's a savage. I love his character design too. Oh my god! Oh my god! This is just complete chaos. Broke his neck. Oh my god! Oh! Oh! Oh my god! People grabbing rocks. Shit! Nah, this shit is wild. Oh my god! Nah, this show is so dope. I love this shit already, bro. Did Gabimaru even move? You didn't seem like. Oh no, they're still. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that guy's loving it. Yeah, and the Shogun is. Oh, this is a great fight. This is great entertainment right here. I love this. Oh my god. Sick fuck. Oh. Yeah, no, this show is brutal. This is a perfect contrast from Mashal, which is also badass in its own right, but it's very trolly. Not as gruesome as this. Oh, I love this. Dude, he just bashed his face in with his elbow. Yeah, I had a feeling that one was one of them. She badass Kunoichi, alright. A motherfucker just whipped that dude. Oh nah, this guy, nah. He doesn't have to, bro. He's not like the rest of these fucking peasants. This motherfucker reminds me of Renji from Bleach. She don't like that though. That's gonna push her. That's gonna push her more to become better. I wonder if he's just. This is just his actual thoughts because that's what most society thinks, or if he's trying to push her. Ugh. Good old family's line of work. Family business. Hey, yo, fuck you kids. So she has to do this because it's her family's tradition and like what their clan does. All has to do with death, but she's afraid of death. Killing and probably also dying herself. This is another test to see if she's truly able to move forward with this. Or is Gabimaru finally gonna move and step in? Swift! 3 heads just like that. I love how it's like how swift it is. It really is swift. Like the head, like there's barely any noise.
抜け抜けと下道ごときが言うか。ああ、こいつを殺せば即上陸組にしてやる。
Bro,
マジかよ。
I'm ready for Gabimaru to show everybody like he's not one to be fucked with. And he's the one that doesn't want to kill anybody.
嫌じゃねえわ。
殺すか。殺しに来るなら殺すよ。
Yo, come on, Gabimaru, show me something, bro. He's so cold.
嫌だよ。
It seems like so easy to him.
死ぬわけにはいかんし。
Did he just rip his throat out? Nah, Gabimaru is insane. Go ahead. Oh my god. While his hands are tied up. He's not using ninjutsu either. Bit his throat, motherfucker! Oh my god! Nah, this dude's nasty. I fucking love this shit. Oh my god. Bro, he's puncturing them so easy with just his hands and feet. Like, he has no weapon. He's not using ninjutsu right now. Like, this is nothing to him. Gabimaru the Hollow. The Hollow. Excuse me. Nah, this motherfucker is like that. He is so cold. I love it.
私に必要だったのは殺しを恐れぬ強さではなく、その恐れを殺した命を背負う。
Yes, exactly. It's natural to be afraid of death, but it's how you react to it. All right, we got our contestants. Straight baddies, excuse me? Did that dude just say that blonde girl was a cannibal? Oh fuck no. Bro, the big guy didn't even move. He took a nap. So yeah, it's 10 of them. 10 badass motherfuckers. No danger, yeah? No! Too quick. Too quick, man. I need more. That was gas, bro. Damn, that was good, bro. Nah, I could just tell every episode is gonna get better and better. Like, nah, yo, that was fire. Alrighty, guys, what another amazing episode of Hell's Paradise. Second episode, screening and choosing. As you can tell, the title of the episode was basically the whole dynamic and scenario of the second episode that happened. They, had all the criminals that they gathered up, had a screening basically of explaining what they were about to do. And then also, there's too many of you. So handle that how you will, and everybody starts killing each other. So definitely very chaotic, very gruesome, and that's amazing because, like I was saying, it's a great contrast to the show Mashal, which is like very trolly, funny, but also badass in its own way. But it's not, from what I could tell from that first episode, it's not very gory, gruesome. Whereas this show definitely is. I mean, heads are getting chopped off left and right, very swift action. Everybody's killing each other. It doesn't matter how. This motherfucker Gabimaru bit somebody's throat out, bro. Like, if that's not savagery, then I don't know what is. And I'm here for it, bro. That was stunning to see. Just a little bit of a hint of like what we're gonna be getting. Just like how kind of like gory this show is and how badass it is. I mean, there was a lot of criminals there. Like probably, I think they said, I don't know if they mentioned the number in the beginning of the episode, but I think it was like around 30, maybe. And sure enough, the ones that are last standing, it's 10 of them, and all 10 of them are fucking insane. I mean, one dude's like the size of a giant, it seems like, and he fucking eats bears head first or something, and he not even spears or weapons work against him or something. Like, that's crazy. And then all the other people, I mean, they look very capable and insane as well. That one Kunoichi, who's also kind of like a shinobi like Gabimaru, apparently heard of Gabimaru. I mean, he's like a legend apparently, like the most infamous one here, it looks like. But she said she was disappointed because you're even tinier than they said, or even more reserved than they said. Like, she wasn't impressed. And he don't care. He was like, oh, sorry to disappoint you, like whatever. And then the rest of them there are also really badass looking. I mean, that one blonde guy with the scar over his eyes. I mean, like amazing character designs, and they all seem very interesting in their own way, and probably are capable of fighting, as we can see, in their own way, and like what they excel at. And none of them even really used ninjutsu or any of their special traits there. I mean, I don't know if everyone there is capable of ninjutsu, but I know Gabimaru is, and if the Kunoichi is also a shinobi, then maybe she probably is too. So I mean, all of them are definitely badass in their own right, but we don't even know what they're truly capable of. He's still Gabimaru too. I mean, we saw one example of ninjutsu from him in the first episode at the end of it, and then we didn't see any ninjutsu this episode, and they were all everybody had their hands tied up, so they didn't have free range of motion either. And Gabimaru killed all those guys that were challenging him like it was nothing, like easily. And everybody's looking around like, dude, this guy doesn't care. Like his method, like that one executioner was like, his methods of killing are gruesome. And he was like, would it be okay if it's more pretty? Fucking being all sarcastic. I love that because, in their line of work, like they take execution, like beheading, very seriously. Or like, as I said, it's satisfying how swift it is. Like, there's not much sound whenever they cut someone's head off, and it just happens so quickly. I love the depiction of that. And this is kind of what this girl is striving for. As you can see, we learn a little bit more about her this episode, where she's striving to be like her father, have this very perfect blow, where it shows like the condemned kind of mercy, where they don't suffer in pain because of how swift the blow is. And she's constantly battling this fear of death and killing, and that's kind of like what her family is surrounded by. Like, that's all their line of work consists of, is death in some way. So she had really no choice but to get into this line of work. Even whenever the guy that is constantly like counseling her, like not reprimanding, but like, I guess, just speaking his mind to her, he even said to himself, like, you're not cut out for this line of work. And he's like, well, she was like, oh, unfortunately, I didn't really have a choice. And so she's been trying to battle about like get over this fear of death. But as she figured out, as like Gabimaru, like she saw Gabimaru go off, and it kind of clued her in, like, is it not like I need to get rid of this fear, but I need to be able to take on that fear and that burden wholeheartedly and actually carry it with all my might. Like, she finally figured it out. Like, there's always going to be fear of that. That's natural. It's death. It's natural to fear it, and everything that revolves around that. It's scary. It's this. It's that. Like, it's natural to be afraid and fearful, but it's how you react to that fear and how you use that fear to continue what you need to do. So I think she finally got a little bit of a clue right there. She's like, okay, all right, I just need to be able to be strong enough to take on this fear. So that was very interesting in itself. And as we can see, the Shogunate, he's a sick fuck. He's like, oh my god, not every day you get to see a fight like this. Everybody dying and shit. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be this gruesome, but it's gruesome, bro. Like, motherfuckers just started picking up rocks, smashing people's heads in. That one guy was laughing as he was doing it. Gabimaru's ripping motherfuckers' throats out with his hands and his teeth. He bit a dude's throat out. Like, nah. And then the beheadings are swift, and there's so many of them. Like, holy shit, dude. And then, like, motherfuckers were just this dude just elbowed this dude's face in. Like, nah, dude, this show is gruesome, and I fuck with the gore, man. It's really sick. The concept too. I mean, that was a great second episode. So basically, we're already getting into it. Like, the end of the episode, they're about to arrive at this place, this island, this heaven, Shinkinsyo or whatever. And they're gonna see what it's all about for sure now, because everybody that's made it back so far, there's only one person that made it back, and they showed him, he's still alive, but he's got like flowers growing out of him and stuff, and he's not even like sensible anymore. Like, he was just kind of like laughing, like it was really creepy. So I wonder if the horror side, if there's more of a horror side to the show that might come out more, like as now we're actually getting to this place, like the island. maybe we actually see some like scary shit, because just that in general, like the the body like growing out those flowers and he's kind of smiling, like it's just unsettling, it's creepy. So I wonder if we'll get more into that aspect of the show too, like if there's just like some creepy shit, I don't know, but definitely is just like a gory, all out like kill fest, that's for sure. As we can see with the the screening and the choosing, getting through the criminals that weren't actually cut out for this, and then the 10 that are left standing and are actually going to the island. So all in all, very cool stuff. And Gabimaru is that guy, bro. He is nasty. Handled that, like he went up to the Shogun and he was like, why do we have to do this? I mean, just because we've been told to kill doesn't mean we like killing. Like, because in his situation it's really like that. Like, he's just followed every order he's been told by his chieftain in his village. Doesn't necessarily mean he wants to kill. He's like, I don't want to do this, like, can you please reconsider? And then like one of the guys that was in front of the shogunate, he was like, oh, you guys, if you kill this man, you can go. You can go to the island. And that was a huge mistake, because you have no idea who you're dealing with. And then he quickly, very swiftly demonstrated what he is capable of. And that's just, I feel like, very surface level. Like I was saying, like we didn't see much ninjutsu or any of their special traits. Like they were just manhandling regular ass people in this screening and choosing right before they go to the island, to see who's really capable and last standing. So even though he did show a good example of what he's capable of and not to be messed with, that's for sure. It's still a very surface level. Like I'm sure there's a lot more he's capable of. I have no idea what we could expect that he's able to do. So I can only imagine the type of fights that we're going to see, or what we even see on this island, and what else everybody on this, these 10 criminals are capable of. I mean, this shit is dope, bro. I love it. It's gory, action packed. It's visually pleasing. Every character is interesting. This is a good ass show, bro. I'm excited, bro. I love these new shows that we got up on the channel. So I think that's gonna do it for me. That was an amazing second episode. Holy shit. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like down below. Comment, let me know what you guys think. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you know the next one's dropping. I'll see you on the next one. Y'all be good. Deuces.